Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday Valorant here at the Mnvl Twitch. I am your host, Skeptor, and joining me on the desk, our very own Friend Zone and MCAT. How are we doing today? Let's start out in the middle with Friend Zone.
I am doing ecstatic. I'm glad to be back this week to watch some Mnvl Valorant.
Yeah, man, that's good to hear. I mean, why wouldn't you be ecstatic? Mnvl Val is, I think it's one of the most hyped days of the week. MCAT, how are we feeling?
Feeling pretty similar. Excited as always to be here, and it's lovely to see you guys another week.
Awesome. Another week indeed. We are here, folks. Week 3, over halfway through it now at day number 3. It's a lot of fun. We got 2 games on the schedule for today, folks. Some familiar faces, some new schools showing up for the first time, but always a good time. Let's get into it with Lakeville North and Washburn starting out the day. 2 squads that are coming in with a 2-0 record. What are you looking for specifically in this matchup? Let's start with MCAT.
Yeah, I mean, my knowledge about Lakeville is definitely limited, but from all the research that I've been doing on Washburn tonight, I'm really thinking that they have some players to watch out for, definitely. Naj, who was Reaper a couple of seasons ago, definitely going to be a key player here, and they definitely have to learn how this guy plays, his different strategies
For sure.
and stuff just stuff like that in general, so that they can play around it and adapt throughout the game.
Yeah, for sure. Not a bad take. Let's go over to Friend Zone now. I mean, MCAT covering a bit of Washburn knowledge. We don't have much input for this Lakeville North squad, and that might be a bit of a benefit for them, right? We've seen Washburn for quite a few seasons now, but what are you looking for heading into this matchup?
Well, honestly, I would say that they have the same amount of key players as Washburn has, honestly. They definitely have been unstoppable because they won both of their preseason games, and with them starting 2-0 on the season, they have not taken a loss yet. So I'm
It's
looking
definitely
forward to seeing
good.
them keep that going. Yeah.
Man, that is good because both these teams are raring to have a good season ahead of themselves. And, it's really good to see Washburn starting out their season with the right note. This is a team that, with this core roster, has struggled so far in their Valorant seasons past. But seeing them start out on the right note shows that this squad has been putting in some work outside of practice time, right? They've been putting in that extra work and it's showing off. So I'm excited for them. We got some Mnvl X casters on that squad in Aries and Cookie. So we are wishing them the best of luck. A big shout out to them in that squad. We know Reaper, aka Naj, aka John, the man of so many different titles, is going to bring the heat on the server, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys have a killer cast, and let's just pray for no ascent. Thank you, Valorant gods. Icebox. There they go. They answer the call. Skeptor asks, and he gets it. That's thank you up top. We gotta pay our respects, folks, as always. And I'm happy. I'm gonna be cold, so I'm gonna bring the jacket. But Friend Zone, heading to Icebox, man. What are you looking for on that?
I'm looking for some key Sova plays because normally whenever I play Icebox, there's almost always a Sova on either team, and they normally are really good at delaying those pushes onto both sites.
Indeed. Sova, quite the key initiator to look out for. So key Sova play. MCAT, I have a feeling that there's a specific controller you might want to talk about on Icebox. I'll leave the floor and microphone to you.
Thank you. It's actually Brimstone.
What?
Sorry.
It's a bait and
No.
switch? Okay, there you go.
It's Viper, like always, you guys. I'm a big Viper fan. Very powerful controller in the right hands. She excels on Icebox every time. So Sova and Viper, definitely 2 key agents for tonight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, those two. I mean, you can't really see an Icebox composition that doesn't have some iteration of those 2 agents, folks. We get into Agent Select, and I wish you 2 the best of luck on the cast.
Alrighty. So here's the thing. It's week 2, folks. Gecko is enabled, and I'm so excited to see it played. I'm so excited to see what he does to Mnvl and see how all these different players are learning him and how they're going to apply him whenever we get to the big stakes, like state finals.
Most definitely, yeah. I'm looking forward to see what these teams start to do with this new agent this week. Looks like we're
For sure, yeah. It looks like we've got Jet, Killjoy, KJ, Fade, and Viper. Fade is a good alternative for Sova. They do similar things. You know, you have Fade Hunt and then, you know, Sova Dart. However, I would say she has a bit less vision control for sure, just because she doesn't have that Sova drone. But it'll be interesting to see these Prowlers on the hands of Lakeville North.
most definitely, yeah. And the attacking team is going to go more defensive, so it looks like we're going to be seeing bigger plays from them in the second half when they start defending.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be really cool to see them retake sites with Gecko. I think that's really, I'm sorry, take sites with Gecko on the attack. I think he's pretty strong for that. He does a great job at, you know, taking space and stuff. And, you know, we're here for a little man, really.
Most definitely. Well, here we go. The game is underway officially.
All right, looks like we're setting up a smoke from mid to B. This is a solid Viper wall. I really like this one. I think it works really well, and it's a bit easier than like the B smoke over on yellow where you cut through that site. It can be a little bit tricky. This one's a bit more straightforward and a great way to lock down on A.
Most definitely, and it looks like this attacking team is going to go right into it.
Oh, taking a little bit of fall damage here.
A little bit of broken ankles. Maybe it's a good luck tradition for them to start off the game.
Right.
Toxins going up.
All right, we hear them. We got Viper wall coming up.
Viper walls on both teams. Snake shot coming out here. Hopefully delay the push a little bit onto this site.
Toxin screen down.
Whole team is kind of clustered up into one area. Ooh. Ares is the first to go down. Pumpy's gonna get one. Get some shots up at Raptor on another. Spike is gonna get planted, but Lulu is gonna go down. Fade's gonna get two.
Yeah, Bellico's someone else that we also need to look out for. I've been hearing some rumors that this player is kind of what's making the difference for Washburn this season, whereas, you know, they didn't really necessarily have the best record the past seasons, but now they're starting out strong. They've got that 2-0, and maybe after tonight it'll be a 3-0.
Ooh, hopefully, yeah. But with both of these teams being 2-0, this is definitely sort of the stepping stone to success for both of these teams. While 2-1 is not a bad start, just having that 3-0 is just a little bit more of an edge with all these other teams.
Right, yeah, we're kind of getting into where we're thinning the herd because there's a lot of teams tied for spots and rankings, and so as we move further along in the season, the strong people are really gonna, the strong teams are really gonna pull themselves up to the top there.
Most definitely. Looks like an A push again going into this round. Hopefully Lakeville North can get a win this round. Now that they know the typical setup from Washburn. Whole team is clustered up in this one area. They're going to be moving forwards. Jet with the Marshall and Rafters. Gets spotted. Takes a shot. Misses. Takes another shot. Misses. Gets one on Pumpy. Gets two. Goes over to the box. Ooh. Takes some shot. A little bit of damage there. And Lakeville North is going to be backing off.
Yeah, they just conceded. They said, we don't want any of that. We're good. We're going to try and rotate, and looks like Jet's looking here. Looks like they're all going the long way, though. Yeah,
Those
there they
Jet
go, rotating.
Yep, Jet Marshall shots were a little too much for them to handle, but she's going to go Snowman. There's going to be a perfect sight onto the entire pushing team here. Gets another one. Gets a fourth.
Oh!
We've got 4 kills with the Jet. Can they capitalize? Gets the ace!
Oh my goodness.
Jet is
Nice!
surgical with the Marshall that round.
Wow, that was beautiful. Very well done with 14 health. 14 health. The pressure was on. He is going to perform tonight. I know it.
That little health pool did not scare that Jet at all, and I love to see that.
Yes. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. They've definitely got a lockdown, right? You know, lost it 2 times. Looks like they're trying it again. Now that they've got guns and they're on the save.
So we do have more of Washburn holding A this round, so this might be an even tougher push for Lakeville North to get off.
Yeah, Pumpy taking some significant damage there, but looks like Sage is healing him up. Got Jet Knives out already.
Faye's gonna get one, but go down right away from Sova. Bang through the smoke. Viper's gonna get taken from the left. Jet's gonna get 2 with the Sheriff. Giving this a 3-on-2. Spike is going down. There we go, the Viper lineup's coming out.
Oh yeah, here it goes.
Killjoy hanging back, gonna get 1, gets 2!
Oh!
Oh my goodness, Gecko to clean it up with a nice 3K for Lakeville North's first win of the game.
What a solid push. They really worked that out for themselves. That's huge. Yeah, unfortunately, I think kind of got a little lost in the sauce. Washburn did. You know, they did have, you know, weaker guns for sure, but yeah, they got some good trades off and used the momentum, and you know, Jassy just held an excellent angle there.
Lakeville North definitely finding the holes in the defense that round, and it worked out in their favor. We've got a, looks like a fake push on A and a slow push onto B.
I like this play.
Most definitely Jack and Gecko over here to make noise, but they are going to be spotted. Going to this other site here. They are going to get 1 though. KO goes down, the whole team is rotating. Fate is still on A, gets 1.
Secure this kill.
Going after the second, gets it.
Close your eyes.
Great job.
Last 2 are stuck trying to get onto this B site here. They are being held right now. Looks like Fade is going to go for a flank on these last 2 people. Let's see what they can do. Spike is down.
Last player standing.
Lakeville North loses 1 member. Leaving it a 4-on-1. Sage is going to get 1. Sage gets 2.
Oh,
Sage gets 3.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, the 4K was not enough.
that Sage had a dream, and honestly, I was gonna say that the Fatal was a little overkill, but apparently not. Max Raider did not come to play.
Almost bringing it back for Lakeville North, but the Viper in the end was just a little bit better position to take on Sage.
I'm saving.
Looks like
Max Raider is the highest rank on the team, right? For Lakeville.
I do believe so.
Time to work.
So yeah, from what we were looking at, from what I know at least, Max Rider is the highest rank, and you know, seeing him on a character like Sage, I think is really interesting because you know normally you've got your strong players, you want them on the duelist, something more aggressive, but you know, maybe that's what he's known for playing for. I mean, I might have to look into him some more.
With that strong player being on the supporter role, it'll definitely bring more of the good util tactics out for this team here. We're gonna get something going here on a save round. All the sheriff shots coming out.
I know, they're very loud. Yeah, they're just kind of toying with their food while the team gets set up to rotate. But it looks like Lakeville wants nothing of it.
Washburn is going to be closing in on this Lakeville North team here. And it seems they are going to rotate off and try and get a push back onto A. It is sitting in mid. It's going to get taken out by Sage.
Oh! Yeah, Viper and KO are definitely down, and I don't know if KO can get out of this one.
30 seconds left.
Pumpy's just holding them there, and it looks like... Yeah, their whole team's going back around to A.
Pumpy is doing a great job of holding his team, but does go down to the Viper here. Lakeville North is finally committed to A.
10 seconds left.
Viper ult coming out. Jet is going to be on Rafters. Drops down though, gets one. Takes out the Viper ult, which is good for this team, and Washburn is going to get the win as the Lakeville North team did not get spiked down the corner.
Wow, well done. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That round definitely was theirs if they just had more time, and if, you know,
with that
Naj wasn't so talented.
yeah, with that jet swinging down to stop the Viper from planning and removing that ult, it definitely left
Turret out.
Lakeville North a little exposed, and they just didn't know what to do, and they didn't have the time.
Yeah, well done. Aries giving us another great defensive smoke. I love seeing Viper players who know their smokes, know their lineups, and just excel on their maps.
Yes, man. It is looking like another A push for this Lakeville North team. Sova's gonna take one out in tube.
Losing Aries that early is going to be kind of difficult now to hold down sites. But it looks like they're just kind of defaulting, playing it slow. I kind of like this from Lakeville North.
Fade is gonna dink the Sage, who's gonna fall back. Looks like she doesn't have her heal. So she is just gonna be sitting on 1 HP. So she gets that back. But still pushing up anyways. I am liking the confidence on the Sage here.
Yeah, she's ready to take the bait. So yeah, they're just playing extremely slow, extremely methodical. I think it's working out great for them. I think it can really turn the tides of this game. But we've got Naj up here.
Knives are gonna come out. Gets one. Is spotted by the recon bolt.
30 seconds left.
So we're gonna take one out. Spike is
Yeah,
still
he's-
not planted. They do have to make a move here pretty quickly. Does get another one.
Spike down.
Knives
A.
back. This is great. Yeah, Naj is playing really well. Health means nothing to him.
Spike planted.
The confidence, but Sova is gonna get 3. The spike does go down.
Looks like they're choosing to play off site a little bit here.
And for retakes is good with the Sova ult.
Nowhere
help.
to run.
Yep, here we go. Can take one shot, 2 shots, misses
Last
both.
player standing.
Takes a third, does get one. Sova's
One
got 4.
enemy remaining.
Killjoy is gonna take out 2 on the doorstep, but it is not enough. Lakeville North does win the round.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jiffy did get a little lost in the sauce, got stuck in that Silva ult. You know, trying to help out Jiffy. But overall, it's a solid round. They do get some good gold from that, you know. But I think they're going to take a save and kind of recoup, recollect, and figure out what Lakeville North's game plan is.
Most definitely, yeah. They are going to need to do something here to get some of these rounds back. They do keep attacking A. I am wondering what makes them think it's going to start working now. They did just win that last round, but keep in mind they have lost 4 already.
Right, yeah, they do lose people pretty early on A.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Gecko ult, no, it's not going to spot anyone.
Blocking sight.
And is too far gone to do anything. He's going to get detained. Looks like a little bit of friendly fire there from the Gecko.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say, that
player
confused
standing.
me. I was trying to figure that out.
Viper left as the lone member of Lakeville North and does go down. My goodness, that was a little odd.
I was like, wait, I was like, why aren't they shooting him? And then I was like, wait, they're on the same team. I did not know Gecko ult could do that.
I don't really know what Gecko was thinking by bringing that back, but
Maybe he didn't know that either, you know?
So don't embarrass me like that, please.
But friendly fire. This is one of the few games that doesn't have friendly fire whenever it comes to like first person shooters, and I think it's kind of funny how interactions like that, but for it to be an ult, I think that is,
Placing sentry.
yeah, that definitely.
I don't know if that's intended, I'll be honest, I don't think that sounds intended.
I think that definitely messed up Lakeville North a little bit there, seeing that thing come back at them.
Right.
Looks like a mid push, maybe on to B this round. There's the sheriff on top of 2. Gonna take some shots.
Humby's got this good angle here though.
Jet gets spotted and taken out by Viper.
Just unfortunate timing there.
Player standing.
Jet's gonna get 2. Leaving Viper once again to be the lone Lakeville North member. Does take down the Jet. Is gonna get pinched from under tube and in kitchen. Viper's area is gonna close out the round, leaving it 6-2 for this Washburn team.
Yeah. Washburn is doing a really, really good job at kind of encasing Lakeville North, if that makes any kind of sense. You know, I feel like they're immediate to respond, they're quick to rotate, like they're kind of sniffing out what they're doing, and you know, they're kind of collapsing it on them. You know, someone's going to take the flank, everyone's going to have kind of a different angle, and in the end, Washburn's going to come out on top.
Most definitely, yeah. This team for Lakeville North is definitely keen on pushing A every round. I applaud the effort, but at some point you got to recognize that something is not really working out.
Right, yeah, and they're on a very risky buy, so it looks like they're kind of defaulting a bit, you know? They're deciding to play it a bit slower. They know that this round is crucial to them and their economy. And this could really be the turning point of their game.
Most definitely. Both Jet and Sage are going to creep up for this Lakeville North team on the B site. KO is the lone defender of this site right now. And Sage is going to take out the KO.
Yep, and there's Viper coming around, getting the wall down. That's a good attack wall for Viper. Getting that plant off, and then it looks like they're just going to play back. While Pumpy holds the front lines, but gonna go down to his counterpart, Naj.
Yep, Spike goes down and everyone runs. Serene's gonna take one out in mid. They do know there's someone coming from under the tube now. Jet is there to watch. Ooh, but Killjoy is gonna
The numbers are...
Initiated.
Yeah, the numbers are even again. We've got this Killjoy ult coming out. Go either way. Viper does have lineups. Killjoy's coming up here. Arrest trying to get a good angle, but I think it's too late.
Yep, Washburn gets another round in this first half here.
One enemy remaining.
Sage is gonna get 3 out the door though. Hopefully damaging Washburn's ego a little bit, but at the end of the day, they are still up 5 rounds in this first half.
Yeah. Very, very well done from Killjoy there. I think, you know, he identified that Viper's lineups on this map really close. So as soon as you get that ult off, you force the Viper off the site. She can't, you know, use her lineups anymore. You start the defuse early. They shouldn't get back in time, really. So very well planned, and it worked out really well for Washburn here. Now Lakeville's kind of in the dumps.
Yeah, but once again, they are trying with a push. They do take out one. Jet's coming up with the knives. Silver Drone is going to come out for this Lakeville North team. Sage Wall is going to go up as well. Viper is going to start the plant.
Spike planted.
Naj is going to throw up the knives, leaving him with one. Takes the shot, but does miss. Does take out Pumpy, though, with the Sheriff. Can't fall in time, though, Ares. Sorry, Lubu.
Yeah, unfortunate. Wish he played it a little bit slower. But Lula's holding it down.
Last player
He
standing.
was holding it down. Killjoy is going to get 2 and then get dropped instantly by the Sage, leaving it a 1v2 for this Washburn team. Spike's timer's running a little low. Does get spot by the recon.
It's gonna be difficult, yeah.
Taking one for the team.
One enemy
Taps
remaining.
it.
Oh.
Takes out Sova. And just waits for the
Ooh.
Sage, but Sage does finish it off.
Jiffy kind of stood still there for a second. I wasn't sure because, you know, I figured he would try and get her to re-peek and he would, you know, preset the crosshair, but maybe he was just in shock that he hit that shot on Sova. That was a really nice flick.
That was a little crazy, yeah. Looks like a sort of econ round for this Lakeville North team. Some of them do have guns, but going into next round, Sage is going to really be the only one with creds at this point. So Lakeville North does definitely need to stop Washburn here.
Dizzy's up top. I got you.
North is going to push up onto B. Okay, when knife comes out, Fade gets slapped on yellow.
But look at that.
Deploying drone.
Washburn's already here.
That's what I love about them playing 2 on mid, is that there's just, it's so quickly turns from no one being on site to the rest of the team is there.
Spike planted.
This is interesting.
I need a reset.
This is interesting to see. You know, the Viper ult's not on site. I think they're just trying to
Last
play
player
around in the
standing.
smoke. And I think it's working.
It's definitely working. Killjoy's gonna get one.
I think sending little man out like that was just really brave. However, you know, if he dies like that, then you have to come out of the
Last
Viper
round
ult,
before-
blind into them. But Lakeville North's really lucky that that worked for them. That was their Hail Mary.
Yep, and yeah, it played definitely in their favor. Looks like they're gonna try and finish off the half here with another A push potentially. And Washburn is definitely needing to close this out right here. Going into this last round, both sides definitely have weapons, so I'm interested to see what they do. It looks like Lakeville North is actually going to go B this round.
Yeah, just getting the extra round could mean the whole game. Humby's coming out with the knives, though, taking an aggressive push onto B, which Fate is currently the only one holding, but we see Naj is quite near.
Pumpy dashes behind yellow, pushes up a little aggressively on this wall here. Sova drone comes out. Lets him know there's one right there. Fate is going to take out a chunk of the wall. And it starts to go down.
Spike planted.
And here we go, spike planted. Lakeville North
He's
just has to
definitely
hold
really
it.
low, but Bellicose has to sniff Lulu out first.
Pumpy's going to get one. Gonna take some shots at another. Pumpy gets a second one.
Nowhere to run.
Lulu's still hiding in that tiny corner.
But comes out at just the right
Nice.
time. Pumpy's going to get 3 to close out the half for Lakeville North. It's going to be
Switching
7-5
sides.
Washburn with a 2-round lead.
Yeah, it's a good attack. It's really about just getting that Viper wall down, getting on site as fast as possible, getting that plant down, and I think Gecko kind of aids that for sure. Makes it a bit easier to do that, and then they can just play off site, play off util, and it's great. You know, you've got Washburn on attack now. It's going to be great seeing the Viper Killjoy combo, which I always love, and it's going to be really up to Fade to get their team the information that they need so that they can enter site.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, no, you're Lakeville
I
North.
got a tickle in my throat.
Lakeville North definitely figured out what was wrong with them going from 7-2 to 7-5, which is really crucial for them to win that last round because 8-4 is just a little bit harder to come back from than 7-5 is.
Yeah, but here we are on a fresh round. You know, let's see what Naj can do for his team here. I think it'll be great to see him get these great entries once we're a bit further into the round.
Most definitely, whole team is going to be pushing up onto A. Killjoy is going to be the lone person going B, though, however, with Viper being the only one over there. Pumpy is going to take down Ares. Still a few people watching. Pumpy is going to see people start to leave.
Ooh,
Then
nice
spotted up
jump
top.
peek.
Oh my goodness.
Taking down the boss. That's huge for Lakeville right now. Washburn's down. Lakeville's got the numbers, a full team. I think they might have just fumbled the pistol round.
Just a little bit, but they are pushing on to B right now, with only 2 people being on site currently.
Still
2 of Lakeville
30
North's
seconds
team
left.
members coming behind them is going to get
Last
shot from the
player
flank.
standing. Spike down B.
They being left here with just a little bit of health. It's only a matter of time before Jet takes her down for a 3K on the round for Lakeville North.
Very solid. That's really good for Lakeville North. They're about to tie it out. Maybe, you know, attack just wasn't their thing.
Yeah, no, it's just, I mean, they did hold in there pretty well. I will give them that. But now seeing them on defense is definitely where we're going to start seeing, hopefully, a better performance from Lakeville North.
So Lulu's putting down this Viper roll that I was talking about earlier. This one is a bit iffy. You know, you give them a lot of space here to kind of play in and shoot from and gather information from. So
Spike
I think
down
either
B.
wall is great, but I really prefer the mid to be. And it looks like we missed a lot of action here, unfortunately.
Yeah, that mid push did not work out for
Enemy
Washburn at all.
It's like, right, I just blinked and Washburn's gone.
KO is
But
gonna
that's
get
typically
one.
how force rounds go, you know.
Most definitely. And just like that, it is a tie game, folks. Tied up at 7s for Washburn and Lakeville North here. Lakeville North is actually coming back, surprisingly, from, again, them being down 7-2. They've now won 5 rounds in a row. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going up the rest of this game.
Yeah. For For sure, definitely. But now that Washburn's got guns, now that Naj has a gun, you know, it's gonna be great to see what we pull out now that things are a bit more even.
It's like a push onto A here. Naj is going to be trying to give the spike off to anyone who will be willing to take it. Pumpy's going to take some shots. A little bit of damage on himself. Whole entire team is on A, except for Killjoy, who is still trying to do those lone push onto B, but one tap coming out. The jet diff is real.
It is, yeah.
Pushing up now. Plant is going down for Lakeville North. Sorry, watch me.
Spike carrier is
Spike is dropped though,
down
however.
A. Last player
That comes up,
standing.
gets shot from heaven. And Killjoy, the one person left in a 1v3 scenario here.
Yeah, just Cookie here. Yeah,
30
might just
seconds left.
play it slow. Getting that bomb's gonna be really hard. It might just be a save round, really.
Most definitely, yeah. The sentry turret is going to spot people, take out a little bit of their health, but at the end of the day, this is really going to be a hard to push scenario for this Killjoy here, especially with that Sage wall that just went up. Yeah, that's
10
it makes it
seconds
a little bit
left.
of a tough game.
Yeah, Cookie's just gonna walk out of here with that Zed back Phantom. Turret's holding it down, making sure they can't cross, keeping him safe. Yeah. Washburn just... I wish they'd taken a note from Lakeville and notice how hard A is to push with that Viper there, and,
Yeah, most definitely.
you know...
I'm loving that
Yeah.
Lakeville North is on a roll now. The momentum is definitely picking up with them now, winning 6 rounds in a row.
The tides have definitely turned, but if I'm being honest, I think my current prediction at this state in the game, I think we're going to have another overtime on our hands.
That would be cool, honestly, to
better
have
win, Silva.
more overtime games for the Mnvl, just to go and show off how much skill all the teams in this league really do have.
Yeah, it's very competitive.
Looks like Lakeville North is going to back off a little bit here, sending 2 up to Rafters, the rest to kind of go and check out B, but the entirety of Washburn is going to be on A. Silva drops down, Snake Shot comes out from Washburn.
Strain's holding back sight.
Green gets 1. Takes some shots on another, but KO is
Spike
going to take him
planted.
down. Sage and KO are both going to get a kill, making it a 2-on-3 in favor of Lakeville North here.
Lakeville does have the numbers, but Sage is low, probably waiting on that heal cooldown to come back up. Not got a good pick on the Lulu, though.
Last player standing.
Just like that, Pumpy's going to get the up-close op.
Jet v Jet. Oh!
Naj is going to take down Pumpy for a 3K on the round, bringing Washburn to end the Lakeville North round streak
do.
and leaving it tied up at 8s.
They got thriftied. Thriftied. Oh.
While the op did work close quarters on the KO, it did not on the Jet.
Yeah, Naj is a beast. He's got a lot of pure mechanical skill, really, and Jet's one of those characters that you can really emphasize that on.
Most definitely a valiant attempt, but an attempt.
Get out of my way!
Jet Knives are going to come out on A. Washburn is going to be
Both
pushing on to
sides.
B this round.
Pumpy's coming to rotate, looking mid for any stragglers, but it looks like Washburn's kind of fake and starting to rotate. Will Pumpy catch him?
Pumpy could. It looks like Pumpy's just going to sit and hold right now. But they are all going to cross Pumpy's line of sight. Here we go. Gets 1. Takes some shots at another. Did you know he's there now? Knives on knives. Naj is going to come out on top.
Yeah, that updraft is pretty bold.
Gets another
Woo.
one on the Viper here.
Naj is 30 health, but we know that hasn't stopped him before.
Not at all. He's going to be pushing up on this Sova who's just sitting snowman. Bomb is going to go down on B. Sees the Sova snowman. Is full of knives. Gecko coming from mid, who's going to be coming behind the KO and
There is
Viper.
playing pretty close on site here. I think Gecko can probably sniff them out. Yep, there's that mosh pit.
Here we go. Gecko's going to get Viper. Stopping those defusal lineups. No KO's there. KO does go down, leaving Jet the last one behind yellow. Here's the spike, and Sova takes her down.
Yeah, Sova knew exactly where that Jet was. You know, Naj did get spotted on that Sova dart earlier, and Serene was ready for it.
At the end of the day, those knives were not enough to get the round win for Washburn. Lakeville North hopes to get the round win streak back up and going here. I've got to say,
This game could go either way.
yeah, this is definitely a close one for sure. It seems like Lakeville North does have a better grasp of defense than they do on attack. And it looks like they know that once they take out Naj, the round should go in their favor, with Naj going 25 and 14 and the rest of them being under double digits for kills. At the end of the day, kills are not what dictates a win, but it does definitely come in handy.
Right, yeah.
We go now, a push for Washburn again. Silver Drone's gonna come out and see the whole team on site. Shots going up. Serene's gonna get 2. Naj takes 1. Shoots at the Jet underneath. The shots go through. Pumpy's gonna take out 2.
Player standing.
And Fade gets dropped by the Sage. Here we go. 8-10 in favor of Lakeville North.
Yeah.
The wheels are back to spinning for this team here.
Yeah, Washburn's definitely struggling. You know, it looks like they've got kind of a half buy, maybe, just kind of putting together scraps, anything they can do to kind of delay this momentum that Lakeville North has created.
Yeah, Creds are definitely going to be a deciding factor for this game here. Lakeville North is definitely ready to lose some guns this round. Washburn really does need this win for those Creds to come back for them.
Yeah, I feel like Bellicose is kind of struggling on the attack with Fade. It's a bit harder. You got to know some pretty specific lineups to get a good solid eye out of her, and even then, it's a pretty easy ability to shoot, you know?
Most definitely. Looks like the entirety of Washburn is just going to be kind of hanging back, pumping the brakes a little bit on this round. They are going to be slowly pushing up to A. We've got Pumpy and we've got Jace here, ready to go for this Lakeville North defense. Shots are going to be traded.
As long as Jiffy gets a good entry here for his team, should be set.
So if all comes out, shots are taken. Viper
His
is
fancy
tagged.
feet right here.
Oof. Jiffy just barely escaping all those Sova shots, but is going to be taken down by the Sage. We got a 3v3.
30
Spike's
seconds
still
left.
not down. Pumpy's going to take out Ares.
One enemy remaining.
Pumpy's going to take out Naj.
Healing.
And Pumpy is going to take out Cookie for a 3K to close out the round for Lakeville North.
Yeah, Pumpy's really showing us what he can really do, the full extent to his playstyle for sure, and Max Rider is doing a fantastic job picking up kills every round. Him and Pumpy are really leading his team to this victory. We're one off match point.
Pumpy is versatile both on land where he got to and in the air on the zipline where he got that final kill.
Yeah, and the zipline, you do lose accuracy. Those are a bit harder to hit, so.
But it did not matter for him that time.
Yep.
Got this whole Washburn team pushing onto A again. Looks like they are cutting out the slow and steady approach and just trying to see if they can quickly get a round in here.
Max Rider holding mid. depending how fast they push this. They do have a numbers advantage while Viper's still sitting on B.
You should
I do
run.
like that Viper does sit on B for that long every round.
For you.
Because we know
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
rotate too early.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes teams will often make that mistake and they can get an easy rotate. This is a great Killjoy ult though.
Pushing back the entirety of Lake
All
Level.
Watchman has to do is play back. But Ares taking that aggressive angle.
And it is going to work in their favor.
One enemy remaining.
Lakeville North has one person remaining. As Pumpy gets dropped by the fade. Serena's in the corner here. See Ares. Drops him, but gets taken out by the fade. A 3K for fade.
Bellicose must have heard me because as soon as I said he was struggling, he started to pull it together. So that's great on them. Great job from Fade securing that round for them. Washburn still has their hat in the ring.
Most definitely. This game is not over until it is over.
Looks like A worked out for them, and I think they're gonna kind of play with that idea a bit, but I think it'd be pretty cool to see them
Time to
do a
work.
bit of a rotation, you know, especially if they ended up coming over to B. It's just Lulu over there.
Most definitely. But this A push is definitely a key thing for both
Where
teams
are
to
you?
just keep trying until it works.
Dizzy is hard to hit. I will admit, I feel like Dizzy is pretty hard to hit sometimes.
Pumpy is going to take out the Naj, and here we go. Key player is dropped. Let's see what Washburn does. They are going to lose another one from Pumpy. And they are going to slowly rotate off of A. Pumpy is going to be pushing up. Max is going to take out one, but gets dropped by Jiffy. Knife comes out.
Watching their backside. I think they have the feeling that they're gonna flank him, but
And here we go.
despite
One
that, you're
enemy
watching the
remaining.
angle.
Gets one.
Spike down B.
Can't clean up the other. Ares is damaged though in the fight, having only 50 health to go up against 3 teammates here.
Yeah,
Does drop one.
it's good for them. Hopefully they'll
30
be able to
seconds
sniff out the
left.
flank. They haven't shown their faces in too long.
Yeah, flank goes down though, leaving them exposed, and Serene is going to get the final kill. Lakeville North just needs one more
Match
round
point.
to close out this very close game here.
I think where Washburn's kind of been struggling really is these entries. I feel like they're not using their utility enough. I think Naj is kind of, you know, going a bit too fast because, you know, when Naj got picked there, I saw we had like full fade util, full KO util. You really have to play off that KO and that fade to get a
Here.
good entry off. You know, it can't just be that raw skill that you have, unfortunately.
Most definitely, yeah, these delayed pushes for this Washburn team have definitely been a struggle, but they do keep trying it in hopes that one of these times it will work. Knives gonna push up with the knives. Not
Face
get
your
spotted
fear!
by the recon bolt. Fade ult comes out.
Yep, all Naj needs to do is just follow the tracks.
And he's gonna get one, making it a 3-on-5. Washburn already down 2 players. Washburn down.
Player standing.
And here we go.
Spike down
1v4. Killjoy cannot clutch
Defenders
it up,
win.
leaving Lakeville North to win the game.
Very, very.
Yeah, man, what a
it's like-
good game coming out there. I mean, pretty solid overall. Game plan definitely not going Washburn's way in that second half, as it seemed to be a Lakeville North shutout, but very good gameplay coming out from both teams. A solid first half and a nice comeback win coming out of LNHS. What are your guys' thoughts on how the game went?
You know, I feel like Washburn definitely did have them in that first half there, with them going 7-2 into a lead and then leaving Lakeville North to catch up 7-7. That definitely was when this game started to decline for them, and they just sadly couldn't come back from that.
Yeah, man, that really is the story of the match. You know, they were up big, feeling confident, and then kind of wheels fell off the wagon, quite literally. I mean, LNHS stormed back into the game. It was a treat to watch from the sideline, and I really thought it was better team play coming out of LNHS. Once it swapped over sides, you could see defensively, they always had control of the map. They were not over rotating, right? They kept pieces where they needed to be. And overall, it just felt like they were really well versed on that defensive side and had solid control across the map. MCAT, what are your thoughts on how they closed out on that map?
Yeah, I agree. Lakeville did a really good job of keeping up that momentum. They kind of figured out what worked for them, and honestly, they excelled at the defense. And Washburn kind of struggled with that attack. And I don't know if Icebox is a more defensive sided map, but for sure, Lakeville held it down.
Yeah. I mean, historically in the past, it's definitely an attack-sided map. Might surprise you, but I think really Washburn just struggling to get that attack online. Felt like Naj trying to make all the plays, not really receiving much on the backup end of things. But overall, just going to have to go back, right, review the VOD. You had a very good start. It's about where things kind of went wrong and correcting those mistakes, right? Coming back, you're only dropping to 2-1, so your record's still solid for Washburn. Congratulations to LNHS improving to 3-0 on their season. Our hats are off to them. But for now, folks, we are going to head to a very short break. When we come back, Game 2 will be coming up with Minnetonka JV taking on Elk River. Stay tuned. Plenty more Mnvl action after the break.
Here at Concordia St. Paul, you will have the opportunity to earn a degree, make lifelong friendships, and play a game you love on an esports scholarship. For more information, visit csp.edu/esports.
He just draws it out a lot more.
Yeah. Rupture Panda throwing that now. Rupture Panda kicking off
it's
the
Hodgepodge.
It's Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge
coming in with the firebomb. That's gonna do it. Can't allow a freebie like that to close out a game that's been as tight as this one. The shot! Not gonna land it. The rebound denied! Are you serious? Don't tell me third! Take fourth! What? What?
Wait, he might.
Wait a second.
Oh my goodness. He has to.
What?
What? From what?
He's running out of mana.
Oh.
But he's still bumping him. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that action-packed game number 1, we are readying ourselves for the second match of the evening. We got Minnetonka JV taking on the local and new familiar face to the stream. It is Elk River. We are getting treated by the dynamic duo of the twin powerhouse, man, of Nikki and Jake, I believe, the two gamers that we will be searching for. But overall, excited to get into it. You know, it's going to be a fun matchup. Both these teams coming in at a 1-1 record. So fighting to get back into that positive win rate, which means a lot for our teams, you know. Friend Zone, you've competed in the Mnvl Valorant League. You know how much it means to get positive in the season early on. Go ahead and talk about that for a second.
Most definitely. It's just like any other sport you would ever play. You want to have those early leads against other teams. You want to let people know you're not here to mess around. You want to let people know you are a threat to this league. So starting off positive is definitely a good thing for any team.
For sure. Can't, go wrong with that. 2-1, better than 1-2. MCAT, you have gotten familiar with casting this Elk River squad. And also, they've played on Split both times we've seen them on stream. You'd like to hope that Minnetonka JV has done their homework and listen to Jake say that Split's their favorite map. And, maybe a Split ban could be on the way, but who knows what map we're going to end up on because it's Mnvl Valorant. And for some reason, teams just love to go to Ascent or, middle ground maps, but go for it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it would be pretty crazy if the Wonder Twins got split again tonight, but I doubt it. Maybe. Yeah, it would be a miracle. Let's hope Minnetonka did look at the VODs, did see Elk River really succeed, but maybe they could use it to their advantage, really. Maybe they also have a good split play and they've seen how these guys play this comp on split and can kind of methodically come into the game with that knowledge beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, there's always potential for a trap card, right? You can bait the team in. They think they're getting exactly what they want. Hey, guys, look at that. They gave us split again, all excited. And then little do they know it is a completely planned comp to trap exactly what they've done. They've had 2 games now to watch footage on it, study it, dissect it, however you will. And, who knows what we're going to get. It's a 1-1 matchup either way. So both teams hungry to get another win, definitely trying to avoid a loss. Obvious to that, but a split matchup I think personally would just be surprising to me. I think you would ban it away just because comfortability always kind of tends to be a game plan split ban first. So there you go. Congratulations to Minnetonka. Not hard checking out the VODs and eliminating that favorite map. That's why you got to be cautious on how much you say on the interview. We appreciate you telling us, but remember, game plan and strategy is going to be always first and foremost. So you say we like split, but we're good at other maps too. That's like maybe Jake goes that way in the future for an answer, but just a tip from a rusty vet at that. Friend Zone, with split banned, we're going to see a new map for Elk River. What do you want to see this squad bust out next?
I would like to see Jake do something other than lurk with Rays. While it does work a lot, I mean, it does work for them, but I would just like to see it, shaking up a little. I'd like to see him use another duelist perchance and start doing more of those like entry type things.
Another duelist has me thinking. I want to give Jake credit. A lot of action was coming off the back of that Raze, and Raze being the best duelist for split, so you can't knock him for locking that one in. But now with a new map on the horizon, it definitely could be time for a different agent for Jake to be showcasing the Mnvl audience. I'm very excited to see what they are going to be heading to. Feel free to keep giving us those map ban updates. That's always appreciated. That's always, okay. So no icebox, no fracture as well. So things getting interesting. One thing I will note, Ascent still in the pool. Still in the pool. Oh no, Haven and Pearl band. It's getting tight, folks. Ascent's almost a lock-in at this point. So, or it's only Ascent and Lotus, I believe, the last two, if my quick maths is correct there. So come on, do Skeptor a solid and put us on Lotus. Give the casters something to get excited about, man. The new map has been a treat, but something tells me that we're going to be going to Ascent, folks. I know Mnvl Valorant, and I know what people like. People like that 3-lane setup, just walking down mid, dropping a smoke mid, and nice and easy gunfight, right? Straightforward. That's what Ascent provides. And it's fine. It's a stable gameplay, stable team play map, and it's just traditional Valorant at its finest, right? You can't really go wrong with it. Playing Lotus, though. Let's go. Let's go. I definitely didn't want Lotus, as you can tell. Go ahead. I'm going to let MCAT talk a little bit about Lotus before she goes on this one. Give us some Lotus details.
Yeah, Lotus is definitely a very interesting map. It's our newest one. We've got those doors, which I think are really interesting. It's been really fun playing with those doors. You can kind of play some mind games with people on the other side. I think they're great for, faking, anything with sound cues you can really play with and kind of use to trick the enemy team for sure.
For sure. Yeah, not a bad point at all. The rotating doors, definitely a big highlight feature on the new map, Friend Zone. You got any Lotus tips or tricks while we load into Agent Select for our game 2 of the evening?
Well, honestly, I think Lotus would be actually a decent map for Jake to use Raze on. Although I would like to see him shake it up with a lot of those tight corners for the boom bots and those paint shells not having to be lobbed very far. I think he could do very well on this map with Raze.
Yep, I will not deny that at all. Ray's definitely a good pick on this map. I've seen quite a bit of Ray's on Lotus. She is just so good. The paint shells are just, dude, they're so good on this map. It's just dumb. A nade off rip, it completely denies an A main push because it just lands right in your little walkway, the only entranceway to the A site. Completely negates that. Boombot, like you said, perfect for clearing out close corners. I think it's going to be pick of the litter when it comes to some of these agents. Even Chamber is very good on this map. Post nerf, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of tricky things you can play around with in him. It's such a tight and diverse map. There's so many different corridors and doorways that it allows those TP angles to still be a thing. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see what these two schools are going to provide comp-wise. Folks, we load into Agent Select right now. We say goodbye to MCAT. Friend Zone and I are going to take the reins as we load into our second match of the evening. I am excited to get into Lotus. Our first time having it on the Mnvl stream. Man, this is going to be fun, Friend Zone.
Yeah, here we go. We got the typical split set up. The only thing different is Yankster on Omen instead of Astra, but otherwise I'm seeing the same team setup from the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Same team setup, nothing wrong with it. Double Sentinel is good because it is a 3-site map. You can see Elk River also on defender side. So a bonus for them to kind of really stack the deck, if you will, on a defender side load in, right? All you got to do is have a banging defense side, put up 9 to 10 rounds, and then frankly, a pistol round away from potentially locking in a good game, right? That's what Elk River's game plan is looking like to me, with the Killjoy plus Sage setup. Double healer with Sky going for Nikki as well.
Most definitely, yeah. This Elk River team, they have performed very well. Despite them being 1-1, the one game they did lose did go into triple overtime, so it was not a very big loss for them. So with them having this same team setup here, I am expecting some big things this game from them.
I'm excited for this, man. This is going to be fun. Big expectations for the Elk River squad as we head into Lotus. And now over to the MHS JV squad, looking for who our highlight player is going to be, really. Not expecting, much out of any specific individual. I'm really excited to see kind of who is the big leader on this team and who's going to step up to the plate and bust out the frags for us.
Yeah, most definitely. With this team being new this season, this is really good proving grounds for them, so we can really see who their star players are, who's the good shot caller here. And with them being new, it gives us a really good show to see what Minnetonka is capable of.
Yeah, a big note real quick, folks. Last season, we had the separation of a varsity/JV league. Now schools being able to all compete under the same league as one. I love the opportunity. It gives every single player competing in our league that same kind of grit in the fight to prove that you're the best, right? It doesn't matter what team you're playing on. There's always a chance that you can prove that you have the mettle and what it takes to be the best. In Mnvl, the perfect proving ground for said place. Friend zone, we are seconds away from kicking off the pistol round. About to get things underway on Lotus, folks. If you're now just joining us, welcome. As we get things prepped, Elk River on defense, Minnetonka High School JV on attack.
Yep, here we go. It's looking like a little bit of a C push here for this MHS team.
Good nade coming out and in to start things out. Nice opening
down,
kills coming
C.
down. Jake with the two-piece on the paint shells. Somehow, Jake with the luck and the four-leaf clover at that.
Yeah, with him getting two with those paint shells. Yeah, he got those paint shells right back and lobbed him in the same place, hoping to catch someone else on this MHS team.
And now friend zone, things starting to slow down just a tad. 3-on-3 at the moment, but Jake gets caught knife out. Down to 10 HP, quick blind from Kid Youngster. Sky has to fall back, Berserk finds a quick headshot. Jake low HP, the flank is in from Syndical, and it's gonna be the Killjoy Molly to take it out. Bread finds the last elim, and Minnetonka JV have sprung a pistol round.
Yeah, this was a really big opening round to see who was going to be able to kind of sort of have that early lead in this game. And with MHS really coming in, having 3-on-1 at the end there with that double kill on the flank, that was, oof, that was textbook stoppage of a plant right there.
I mean, I really like what I'm seeing coming out of Minnetonka on the very first round here, kicking things off nicely as they find themselves sitting good here. Bit of a buy going into it. You got a Guardian for Berserk, a Bulldog for Twizzlers, and then Spectres to boot for the remainder of the roster.
Where are you?
This is looking like a pretty strong push. They are going to take out a couple chunks of that Sage wall. Only 2 are left on A, but the rest of Elk River is coming to aid.
Blinded.
Nice opener for Bread, and Berserk goes according to his name, gets 2 headshots. Now Nikki on the site, only a free gun to his name. The Braps are in. He gets Bread down, taken care of. Twizzler's gonna find the trade. Now it's just Jay Kunks. Finds the headshot now in a 1-on-3 odds are not looking likely. Twizzlers takes him out. Quick 2-0 start for Minnetonka.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing so far with him being new to the stream and Elk River being a familiar face, having been on stream every week. They are definitely struggling here in this first half, but the familiar face is going down. The crowd favorite kind of turning out to be Minnetonka right now.
Yeah, so far, new kids on the block. It's Minnetonka JV as they start out with a pistol round plus the follow-up. Now onto the bonus. Things starting to get a little bit tricky for the attackers, but full rifles on the defenders. This would be a major takeaway if the attackers could do it. And Berserk taking out the head of the snake. Jake is down and out. No resurrection available. And now in a 5-on-4, that is just the pick you want if you take out one member of Elk River.
Yeah, most definitely. With Jake going down early, this definitely leaves open a lot of flanking routes for this team here, because with him being a key lurker, then you have all those lanes open and you don't really have to be checking your corners that much.
Man, yeah, that is a major pick alert coming through. Now the defenders in shambles have to rotate around to pick up the holes in the map. It seems to be the A rotate. Skydog not going to spot Berserk up close, but Kid Youngster able to take him out now into a 4v4. Weaponry still in favor of our defenders. Rotating door hit on A site. Friend zone, things about to get action-packed over here on A. Big opener for Fairy, though.
Opens up that B
She
site.
finds that one.
Still
Now
2 on A.
back to A.
30 seconds left.
I'm liking it. B is open, but they do still go for sticking to A plant.
Nikki,
Here we go.
big opener. Now, evens the score at 3-on-3. The retake is in. Nikki, the spray not found. Syndical able to cap that one in. Youngster traded out 2-on-2. Flooding into the site. A paranoia available to his troubles. Gonna throw that out.
Last Player
First Molly's
standing.
down. Fairy finds another with that Spectre up close. Jay Kunks in the 1v2. Running out of time. That
enemy
spike
remaining.
taken away. Makes it a 1v1. Jay Kunks, go back to the bomb. You got to get a tap in. Running out of time. Trying to clear him out. The Molly's in. And this is going to be a round going over to Minnetonka JV. What a steal away for the attackers.
Yeah, my goodness, they played that extremely well. It did look a little bit scary for Minnetonka in the end, but they do prevail, going 3-0 lead against Elk River.
A 3-0 lead is a big start for Minnetonka. If you were cheering on this Skipper squad, you gotta be happy because you know that means an economy reset coming in for our defenders. Not gonna have much to boot leading into round number 4 here. Should be seeing a save across the board, and now Minnetonka gonna have a pick of whatever site they'd like.
Yep, we are loving it here. New kids on the block, as you said earlier, are showing up and showing out.
This is what you love to see, you know, a couple dominant performances out of Jake so far, meeting his match in week number 3. As Minnetonka JV have been lighting up the server, a killjoy onto the B site, and now the flood commences. All 4 attackers rushing on in, only Sky out towards San on the lurk, and that's going to be the dagger. Killjoy utility might spot her on said flank, but it's Cynical to open up the killing and finds the second. Elk River already in trouble.
Yeah, this is not looking too good for them right now. Paint shells are going to come out, delay Gangsters, push on the site. They're going to get 1-2 to close it out. Minnetonka takes a 4-0 lead. My goodness.
Man, that's a crossfire and a half. That is a lockdown site, and this is a team on a mission right now. Berserk at 7-1, Syndical 4-2, and a very even kill spread, right? Everybody pulling on the rope, doing the job together, and the team play looking marvelous from Minnetonka.
Yeah, I am liking it. Last game, we really only saw Naj doing work, most of the heavy lifting for Washburn, but I am liking the even split of skill we have for this Minnetonka team here.
Excited to see what these defenders are cooking up. A bit of a B or A push to start this one out, trying to regain some space for themselves. A Sky ultimate to shut that down. Seeker's called in. The dog burned as well. In an immediate rotation of all attackers but the Sky over to the C site. Killjoy going to be on high alert over here on C.
Most definitely, yeah. With Nikki still saying...
Entry, Syndical, the spray through wall. Wall bang is good. Jay Kunk's going to take a seat on that one. Big entry for Minnetonka.
Yeah. Nikki did an excellent job of holding over half the team of Elk River on A site, giving Minnetonka long enough of a time to plant the spike. And here we go. Killjoy post-plant setup is out.
Wow. Man,
My
there it
goodness.
is again. I said it last round. I'm going to repeat myself. That's another just straight up crossfire that Minnetonka is set up and into the meat grinder. Elk River goes. A much needed timeout coming through for the defenders. As a 5-0 start and a speedy one at that. It seems like every round Minnetonka are getting what they want. Friend zone.
Yeah, most definitely. They get that first pick off, and it is just a green light from there on to sight. Elk River loses one team member, and then they just kind of pump the brakes and just try and hang back as much as possible, but then that spike goes down, and it's just does not work out for Elk River at all.
You know, if I'm Elk River, you got to get space. You got to get control of something. You tried it on A last round. What they're missing is playing retake on the opposite site. You're not realistically going to be able to hold off a 5-man entry, right? So if you're staying on site and you're losing and you're getting picked off one by one, you're never really going to have a chance to kind of fight back into it on even terms. You got to play retake. You got to pull back off of the site and then go back into it as a team. Friend zone, I want to see Elk River step up their team play because that's what's lacking right now.
Yeah, they are most definitely in need of a dramatic shakeup here with their tactics. Hopefully, we can see them do that. With this 5-0 lead in Minnetonka's favor, Elk River is desperately in need of a round win here, Skep.
Elk River got to turn something. They burned the timeout. Now, weapon rate not looking the most grand on this round, but still it's workable, right? Now, Berserk on the lurk. creeping up towards B main. What will he uncover? 2 defenders close. The timing not in his favor, but a flick headshot to take out Jake. And here's the Sage running it down, but guess what? That's a good trade from Half Moon. And now interesting round. 4v3, Minnetonka insta push into the C site, open things up nicely. A good smoke wall from Ferry, and now a retake situation, friend zone for Elk River.
Yeah, this Elk River team is always slow to start their retakes here. They love shift walking back up, trying to take the Minnetonka team by surprise, but they can just never really do it in full here. We've got 2 pushing in from the waterfall. Skybird is going to go out. Sage gets shot from behind, but Nikki does take out the Raze that is sitting there on the box.
Great shot out of Nikki. Now committing the Seekers. Elk River deciding that this is the round they're going to get off that donut, but the spam is good through smoke. Nikki goes for a tap. Not sticking it. They're running out of time. Friend zone. Things getting interesting. Now a 1v3, and I think this round's certainly going over to Minnetonka. And it's expensive at that, going for the Seekers.
Yeah, most definitely. That Sky ult could have definitely come in handy on a future round. They thought they had it. That timeout was looking like it was helping boost the team morale a little bit, but at the end, Minnetonka prevails with a stunning 6-0 lead for this game.
I'm happy with the fighting on that round. You know, Elk River, I love the grit coming out of it, but yeah, you got to live to fight another day. You do have 3 ultimates going into it, so weaponry going to be looking good. But look at that, a few 9K credit accounts on the side of Minnetonka. That is always a dooming thing to see. Max money over there. That is that is something.
Yeah, this econ is definitely going to work in their favor for the next few rounds here. So Elk River is in desperate need of stoppage for the next couple rounds. Skep.
Really looking for what the defense is going to switch up as a fast B hit underway. Minnetonka setting their eyes on a sight and pulling the trigger and going. It is a green light. Showstopper in. 2 ultimates expended already. Now, surely Elk River, they play retake, so check 1. Now it's time for the check 2 of retaking the site together. Showstopper popped. Jake gonna silence the push on Berserk. Now, things even up at 4 apiece. J-Kong's Kid Youngster take out 2 of them, dispatching them one at a time. Cynical goes down, and all of a sudden it's a 3v1. It's Bread. Do you have it? Not gonna happen. It's a Youngster with the 3K, and Elk River finally pick up their first on this defensive side.
Yep, here we go. It was looking like a undefeated game here for Minnetonka, but they just did not prevail that round. While it is only 1 round that they've lost, and it is their first, they are still 6-0 lead, 6-1 lead here, sorry. So Elk River does still have to get some of that momentum back, but it is nice to see them win a round.
You gotta get that monkey off your back, if you will. You know that that first round is the hardest one to find, especially when you feel like you're doing everything you can. You're communicating and working with your team. But good on Elk River to get it done now. This half is not out of the woods yet, right? Like, you still got a few more rounds here, and you can make this a competitive half.
Yeah, most definitely. The thing we don't want right now is for Minnetonka to win a few more rounds, because going 9-3 into defense is not really something you would ever want to do.
Oh, huge push for Nikki. Finds first blood, but Bread quickly doubles down. Makes it a 4-on-3 shift. Numbers back into favor of MHSJV. Minnetonka so coordinated with these entries. It's Syndical with the push through stare. Drops off Kid Youngster. Now 4v2. It is Jake up at Heaven. Walled off currently in such a hard retake here, friend zone. 4v2.
Yeah, Syndical is absolutely surgical with that Phantom, and Jake is going to get 1.
Ooh, the Killjoy though. All of a sudden sparking things back online. Bread in tree, a Killjoy ultimate of his own. First Molotov popped. J-Kunks takes out Syndical with the turret. Now, all of a sudden, numbers shifting potentially back in favor. Last Molotov popped. Nobody close. Going for the defuse stick. You got Jake holding your 6. All of a sudden, things looking
One
good.
enemy
The wall
remaining.
bangs are in, but it's not going to happen. Elk River strikes true with their second round of the game.
Unbelievable. Those wall bangs into the box were not enough to stop Elk River from defusing that spike. They did not deter. The courage held strong there for that team, and they got a much-deserved round win there.
I really like that round coming out of Elk River. That shows that they are not done with this. That is just the start of the half. 2 defuses back to back. And the fact that, you're trusting in Jake to hold you and gets those kill or holds them off, right? Not able to swing out and take out the diffuser. A big round to find for Elk River.
Yeah, most definitely. Jake is someone you would want to have watching your 6 at all times.
100%. You feel like he could take out, an absolute armada coming after you.
Paint shell's coming on. Yep.
Yeah, paint shells, another quick entry. Minnetonka still committing to this big fist of a ball push strategy, right? 4 people minimum on these group pushes. Berserk always opening up with the first bloods.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Sky is always getting in their face. Berserk is always taking his name. He's going berserk every round.
Living up to the name is what we say in the
Spike
biz.
planted.
And yeah, legit, I love it. An initiator as well at heart. Now trying to pop in, but Hugh Ferry and Syndical shut it down.
Last
The
player
Minnetonka crossfires have been on point all game so far. And again, it shuts out the hope of an Elk River retake.
Yeah, they are just unstoppable. Once that spike goes down, it is incredibly hard for Elk River to get back onto that site.
You have the scoreboard up right now. Really, the defenders struggling to come online. Even Jake himself, the king of the throne, not getting the crown right now. Getting a little bit of a raise diff. No flame intended, but Syndical has been the name of the show, right? So many big-time multi-kills along with Berserk. It really feels like this attacking side from Minnetonka JV has been on point.
Yeah, most definitely. Again, with them playing those defenses so well and holding all those crossfires, making sure no lane is safe for Elk River to enter through is really impressive to see what they've done so far.
Here we have the dog coming out. Attacker push underway, working their way towards A. And now up close, Half Moon Soul on the receiving end of this push. Not ready. Syndical gonna find first blood in this one.
And here we go. Nikki's the lone defender on A, where the entirety of MHSJV is. Elk River once again being slow on the rotates from the other sites. Door is going to be opening. Half the team is going to come through tree here. Nikki's still the only defender on this A site. Does get one though.
Raid for Nikki,
It's
a
2.
second. Now
just like-
it's winnable.
Yep,
2 on
2v2.
2.
Spikes down.
Quick spike plant. Getting some utility down to back this one up.
Placing swarm
As
grenade.
always, Brad
Last player
layering on the
standing.
bomb, but now gonna get taken out from Jacobs on the exit. Twizzlers makes it a 1v1, but the trades are good. Elk River taking a page out of the Minnetonka book and signing up for that team play thing that we like to call a trade. And that's the big difference maker so far, man. The trades and the crossfires have been
Remember, your
on
weapon
point
is
every
only a
round for
tool.
Tonka.
You can't just
Yeah,
shoot.
most definitely.
You have to
Killjoy
think.
setting up that post-plant utility there, and then trying to go to tree and just gets caught by the Omen.
Yeah,
Unlucky for them.
great shots coming out of Elk River, right? They find their third defensively and a harder map for defensive side. You're aiming for 4 or 5. Most of the time, the attacking side is going to have a better round percentage just due to the fact that you got to defend 3 sites for the spike to be planted. But let's see what Elk River can do to close out this defender side. 2 rounds remain here before we cut over to the second half of this one.
Most definitely. Still a manageable comeback to make it 7-5. That would make attacking a little bit less stressful for them.
For sure, but a double ultimate of Seeker's Showstopper is going to cause a ruckus on the C site. Some Killjoy utility used to hold them off, and now the Harbor ultimate comes out for Ferry. Going to push these defenders way back, and a sure spike plant to follow. 5v5 retake has not been in favor of Elk River so far.
Yeah, definitely not. With them being pushed back like that, this is where we're going to see more of those Minnetonka crossfires come
Starts
out.
out, so frag for Jake, makes it a two-piece to match Berserk, trades him out in the process. 3-on-3 now, Showstopper comes out for Jake, finds a third, now into the 2-on-1, it's Elk River with the man advantage in a low HP target. It is gonna be Elk River. They flip the script and they come out on top in the 5v5 retake. What a round.
Yeah, that showstopper from Syndical was looking like it was going to take out the entire team there. Sorry, from Jake. But yeah, there was still.
Last round in the half.
3K from the man, right? Had to step up, had to get another round for Elk River. He understands the current stage of the game, where the score line is at, knows that one has to go up on the board, and he just does just that. Sitting at 9 and 10 on top of the scoreboard for his team. And 4-7 is not a bad half so far.
Yeah, no, not at all. With what has been happening to Elk River early game, losing 6 rounds in a row, for them to come back like this is actually pretty good for them.
Absolutely. Early control, and they've played a lot more stable of a defensive side is what comes to my mind watching them play. Before, it was a lot more reactive, running around, trying to get a read on Elk River's plays, but now playing together, right, a little bit more sturdy, if you will.
Yeah, making Minnetonka have to try a little harder to get onto site. They're not
For
giving it
sure.
up so easily.
Yep. Not a flimsy defense. They're kind of putting up that wall, that shield wall, and starting to hold the line.
And what a time to do it, honestly.
Closing out the half as Berserk opening things up again. Gonna meet some utility. Doesn't get stunned up. The Nightfall comes through for Fade, and all of a sudden, it is Minnetonka flooding the site, and it is Elk River playing that retake, which I asked for, and now we're starting to see it, man, and it has definitely helped them out.
Yeah, most definitely. Good news is the whole team is still up, so we have plenty of routes open for them to be able to move and come in and get some kills. So they're not funneling through one way. Yeah, they are.
3 ultimates, friend zone, on the last round of the half. Are you kidding me? If you are Minnetonka, you need to get out of dodge because you know the Killjoy ult's coming down. And guess what? From the shadows, potential to be used. Omen not going for it so far. And all of a sudden, Minnetonka get eviscerated on the site. It's a 5-on-2. It is Twizzlers and Bread. Or are they built for this one? Jake already on the defuse. And it's looking likely Elk River gonna take this round and walk away with a 7-5 half. Handshakes all around as we see a mirror to what we saw in game number 1 of a 7-5 half.
Yeah, we love that. Not going down without a fight. While they did start out 6 rounds in the hold, they did come back, letting Minnetonka only win 1 more for the rest of that half.
Big things, right? Big things. We saw that another similar scoreline. What was it, 6-1 in that first game today? And then a big comeback at that. So, you know, the ability to pull it back is always there. You just got to work together. You got to continue to fight it out. And now let's see with the side swap if Elk River can bring their typical heat on that attacking side, something that they were kind of known for, I'd say. You know, they were really good on split on the attacking side of things, and I'm excited to see if they can deliver here on Lotus.
Yeah, most definitely. This is where we're going to start seeing Jake hopefully roam around a little bit more and start to lurk and take a stab at tearing apart this Minnetonka defense.
Here we have an early flash plus paint shell, and it's a paint shell kill for Jake early on here, and that Killjoy Molly almost expends the Sage.
My goodness.
Options to heal a teammate on 8 HP. I'm hoping that Sage is going to make it through the battle, and that was a calculated play. Heal going to be a while on the recovery there. Going to go down on the flank, and all of a sudden it's a 4-on-3 Minnetonka. Man advantage, friend zone, things starting to get dicey for Elk River.
Yep, here we go, and just like that, 2-on-2, yeah.
Last player
2-on-2. Jake Hunks goes down. Chance for Bread. Nikki, the other twin. Do you have it in ya? The quick headshot. Now Bread off the spike. He's got time to tough. He's got a dog here too. All he's got to do is chomp him. But he delayed enough, and it's not going to happen. It's going to be a round going to Elk River. What a clutch for Nikki.
My goodness, honestly, that was... Bread took just a little too long trying to get up in the face of Nikki there, but Nikki did delay enough and gives Elk River an opening round win. This is something that is really going to be, hopefully, keen for them, getting that momentum re-going against this Minnetonka defense.
My goodness, and these rounds are just so close. I'm having such a fun time over here. It's coming down to the wire, friend zone. You can't tell who's going to win until the absolute last closing seconds. I mean, this is just absolutely nuts.
I'm loving it. Yeah, just when it looks like Elk River is lost, they take a timeout, lose one round, but then they regain it, and they're coming back now. Hopefully tie it up with this round here.
Here we have it. A bit of a push up to be main Berserk. Known for starting out the rounds. Now he's going to be on the receiving end of the push. Let's see how he fares. A nice double blind coming through. Going to be able to get out towards Link to back up with his teammate. But it should be a spike plant coming through for the attackers. Jake now up close to the smoke. Going to spot out Fairy. Brett up close now as well. Jake pushes the smoke and he pays the price. 3-on-3, now 2-on-2. Elk River and Tonka going blow for blow, friend zone. This is getting bloody.
Yeah, this is definitely... I'm loving the trades that are happening everywhere. I'm loving all the flanks. You think
Such a
one
good
place is
match.
safe, yeah, but it's not. It never is.
One
But
enemy
it's Jay
remaining.
comes to come out on top, but it's Bread to even it up. Now Killjoy v Killjoy. 1v1. Bread doesn't find it. It's 7-7, and it's Jay Kunks to pull it out. A 4K for the Killjoy. And all of a sudden, we're tied up at 7 apiece. This is sounding quite familiar, friend zone.
Yeah, this is... the Elk River is known for having those close games. Whether they win or lose, they definitely never go out without a fight.
Man, oh man, we are coming down to the wire, folks. 7 apiece. You can see a bit of a bonus lined up for our attackers, not investing too much, and it is full rifles for the defending squad. So, looking to see what they will have in store for us as we get things underway in this bonus round.
Most definitely here. The C push normally tends to work out in Elk River's favor. Let's see if they can keep it up this round.
Cover going out.
Let's see, that's so much molly damage, and
down, C.
that's a couple times now getting caught in those mollies. Gonna have to correct their pathing, right? Or maybe burn some utility to break some of that, right? So much damage that could be avoided. And look at this push from Twizzlers. Gonna hear all the attackers coming right back to them. Crosshair placement is good, but it's Jake with the headshot and Yankster with the follow-up. The sheriff's ring true, and all of a sudden, the script is flipped again. Friendzone, what's going on?
The save round, it just does not matter to this Elk River team. They are just there.
Uh-oh. Here's the step. The time is now. The spray is good, but not good enough. Jay Kunks makes it a 2-on-2. Elk River with a real chance to steal away a bonus round and to start to silence some of that momentum that Minnetonka was riding from that first half.
Yeah, with Killjoy coming around, though, she is going to run into a few good weapons to pick up.
Now, split up are the defenders. And Jay Kunks getting utility on the spike has me nervous for these defenders on the retake. Both players in tree. This is going to be a hard retake for the defending squad, Minnetonka. You think they're built for it, friend zone?
I think they can definitely do it if they just play it right. They really can't tap the spike at all, knowing that both these two people are in tree. They just have to push.
There we go. The push is in. They have to push. The gun goes away, but it doesn't matter. It's Nikki, the second half to pull through for Elk River. It's an 8-7 lead. Ball game starting to shift back in favor of Elk River.
My goodness, Barry just missing those crucial shots there to finish off the round for Minnetonka. Oof, that is a rough for them.
Yeah, what a round, what a play to find there, and a big win at that, coming through for Elk River on the bonus round.
Yeah, just stomping this absolute unit of a Minnetonka team. It is now turning into a Elk River showcase.
Our carrier is dead.
Coming out with an explosive
Spike
start.
down
It is
A.
Syndical's paint shells to open things out nicely now in favor when they go to the bonus round. So definitely not going to be knocking that, as they are now up a man. Weaponry not quite in favor, but look at this push from Cynical. This could cause problems here, friend zone.
Most definitely. The frenzy up close is a dangerous thing to be trifling with, especially with...
Uh-oh.
Here we go, gets one.
Another!
Down A.
Wow.
Tries to blast pack out, but does not move quick enough for this Elk River team.
You should run.
And now on the run, Killjoy. Ultimate coming through to clear out this defending squad. Elk River trying to push through, down a man, 3-on-4 here, but weaponry still in the hands. Make it a 3-on-3.
I've got your trail.
Things getting interesting, and the Seekers come through for the attacking squad.
Most definitely. Elk River is capitalizing on every opportunity they have gotten so far this half.
I'm excited to see what we are going to get. I hear the TP, and what a jumping Bucky from Bread! All of a sudden, Minnetonka with the man advantage. Now into the 1v2, it's Elk River. Down, Jay Kunks. Not out of the fight, but Berserk on the clear. And it's not going to get away from him this time. It's going to be an 8-8 evened up match. Friend zone.
Thrifty.
Are we going to go the distance, man? It's starting to feel like it.
It is starting to feel like it. Just when you think one team gets a round up on the other, that bonus round just does not seem to stop either team.
My goodness, man. This is just such an even matchup. I love the Mnvl Valorant League. It is always delivering when it comes down to it. These players just never cease to amaze me.
They never do, really. When you think it's going one way, it's just one round slips, and then both teams are just in a neck-and-neck fight until the very end.
Here we have it. Berserk opening things up with the Tasmanian Tiger.
Here.
Not going to spot anything up Broadway. But it's an opening headshot found by none other than Jake. Known for those first bloods.
And here we go. This Elk River team pushing through tree. Tends to work out for them. Cynical is the only person there to defend. The showstopper is going to come out.
Ooh, nice one on the half moon. Paint shell reset. Nikki going to find one. Fairy does so as well. Now 3-on-3, but it's Youngster to get the advantage. Back in favor of Elk River.
Yeah, them losing that Killjoy definitely sort of killed their hopes of having a post plant, but it does not seem to deter this team.
Last
Now
player
stepping up to the
standing.
plate. Bread tries to get the Killjoy down. Gets taken out in the process, so Ultimate gonna go down. Now, has to clear out both angles. Berserk, this is a tough spot to be in. Goes for the flash and close. Gets blinded in the process. Now, gets stunned. Things get difficult and difficult. Somehow finds that kill. Things not done yet. Goes for the tap. He has to half. He gets blinded. He's going for the stick. No way. It's not going to happen. Nikki shuts it down. 9-8 Elk River.
Ah, so close yet so far for this team.
Okay? Last thing I
Oof,
need is
that
some
was-
hero messing things
That was
up.
a show. I honestly thought he was going to get it. It looked like Nikki was kind of delaying that push a little bit too much, and I thought Minnetonka was maybe going to take that round.
Man, you know, I was thinking so. I was thinking maybe, you know, there's a chance. But then the heroics from Nikki knows that the time is dwindling, has to swing on out, and pulls through big for Elk River. Lead back in their hands. Man, this is just getting more interesting by the round, friend zone.
Yeah, when you
Find
think that,
myself scooting closer and closer.
yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat here, Skep. Defense went poorly the first chunk of the half, and then they pull it back, and now their offense is just doing a good job of holding Minnetonka back.
But Bread again! Half Moon Soul cannot get away from the Molly Man!
You'd think you'd expect it after falling victim to it so many rounds, but
So
it's
many times!
still...
Comical. At this point, I'm just laughing, and Berserk is having a day, tapping away at the headies with the Guardian Man. We've seen some fierce gunplay before, but Berserk
Enemy remaining.
making a case to be a marksman on the scene as he's going to tie it up again for Minnetonka. 9-9 we go.
I'm stunned. What's the point of buying a Vandal or Phantom when you can just do so well with the Guardian?
Yeah, dude, what a... I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable is what we're seeing.
And then he's got the Sheriff as a secondary. He knows he can hit those accurate shots.
We've seen plenty of precise gunplay from both teams, and I'd say, it really is coming down to any single player stepping up and being the hero for the round.
Yeah, most definitely. It's not really looking like gun skill is a leading factor in either team's place right now. It's looking more like how the team really plays as a whole that's going to contribute to round wins for this game.
As we get underway yet again here, and this time a bit of a split coming out. Half Moon getting tagged up from some utility, will heal on up. And now Fade Hunt gonna spot out the attack over towards A, but Elk River pulling the strings like a puppeteer. A bit of a fake hit underway, and it is a complete ruse. You can see the defenders have fully bought over and rotated off this site, and look at that. Wide open C site for the take in front zone.
Yeah, Minnetonka has sadly fallen victim to the great act that has been put on by this Elk River attack here.
Spike planted.
And just like
Spike
that.
planted. Berserk hears it, and he's like, hey, guys, yeah, it's not actually an A hit. I need help now. Rotating door hit. Rotating on over, but look at these tucked attackers. Yankster. Oh, goodness gracious. Somehow gets cleared out by Bread. What a win for that, and now things retakeable. Jake, are you up for the task? So many players to take on out. Not gonna happen. And Minnetonka find double digits first.
Yeah, Minnetonka did have the two-man advantage going into that. While both attackers were tucked away, it did not seem to work. As soon as that Omen went down, they just knew that whole side was open. Jake is just going to be lurking somewhere nearby, so you just got to get on and start the defusal.
What a round win coming through for the side of Minnetonka, reclaiming that lead. It's been Elk River 2 rounds prior, now jumping back to the lead, Minnetonka, the team tying it up, but now Minnetonka saying no more, reclaiming the lead for themselves, friend zone, as we really push into the crunch time of this ball game.
Yeah, most definitely. This has been a fun back and forth to watch, but at the end of the day, Minnetonka is very hungry for this win here.
And now the Harbor ultimate to kick things out here to shut down an attacking play. But Berserk getting run up on by the Spectre, specializing in the run and gun gameplay. Now things seeming to be a little bit outside looking in for the defenders. And now a tricky rotate being called. Twizzlers running back. Here's the push. Binds two, but will finally go down. Resurrection available for the attacking side, Elk River. Are you going to burn it? Now falling back, going for the res. Nikki coming back into it. Seekers are available. Big pick from Bread on a J-Kongs, though, and all of a sudden it's a 3-on-3 again.
Yeah, that res is definitely going to help out Elk River here, but it looks like they're not going to commit to A anymore. They are going to switch over to B.
Bot coming back. Swarm grenade out.
Omen smokes are going to come
Trying
in.
to see what the retake looks like, walled off. Really tough to get back into the site. You can see Bread realizing you're going to have to break that wall. Now going to get blinded as well for their troubles. You got 3 attackers on site. How do you enter this friend zone?
Honestly, you just have to push from 2 different ways. Oh, here we go.
Like
Syndical. Yeah, like that. You got to coordinate.
that?
You got a 3-2-1 and then come in from all angles.
And Syndical drops a 2-piece. Now the orb comes down, invulnerability enact, and that's a free stick coming through. That's going to be 11-9 the way of Minnetonka.
Yeah, just like that. In that situation, Minnetonka definitely played that perfectly. Coordinating that push, trying to get off at the same time. Syndical getting those 2 kills to really put the hurt onto Elk River there, making it very hard for them to win that round. And here we go, a timeout indicated by Nikki. My goodness, this game is just incredible.
Coming through and using it at the right time. If you are this squad of Elk River, you've dropped 2 unanswered rounds now. You're looking at potential match point if Minnetonka can string another one together. And, I'm a little bit nervous now if you're cheering for Elk River. You got to be able to pull your way back into this one somehow. And I think you got to surprise these defenders. You know, you really have to surprise these defenders. You got to give them something that they haven't seen yet in this game.
Yeah, most definitely. Last half, Elk River took that timeout, and they only lost one more round after that, and then it was just a steady train from there. They looked and said, "Hey guys, we got to shake it up," and they definitely did that. So hopefully, that's what they're doing right now, is looking and saying, "Yeah, we definitely need to change some things up." They're only 2 rounds away from tying up with Minnetonka, but at the same time, Minnetonka is 2 rounds away from winning this game.
Now with Tonka on the verge of finding match point, folks, it is frankly only a matter of time until they could put the finishing closes on it. Elk River are very aware of it. That is why you see them go for it. They pull out and pull up the timeout, right? You got to use it. You got to go for it. And now's the time. Elk River trying to fight their way back into it. They start out with a C hit shakeup, but Lion over here in wait for him is the Killjoy plus Harbor, which is a very hard defense to break.
Yeah, most definitely. This is going to be tough for them to do, but it looks like they do push back Minnetonka enough.
Push them back. Now sight starting to be taken. Nikki on the verge of breaking on in. So far, so good for Elk River, but going to be looking at a full-on retake coming up for the defenders and a quick usage of the Seekers. The follow-through coming through. Can Elk River hold up? Berserk starts that out nicely for the side of Minnetonka. Killjoy ultimate coming out in quickly return fashion for the attackers, but Jake goes down. Numbers heavily in favor of the defenders, and all of a sudden, things really starting to look grim for Elk River. They are shut down entirely, friend zone, and that is a guaranteed match point going over to Minnetonka.
Yep, that Elk River timeout did not work out this round, but at the end of the day, with these neck-and-neck games, it is not over until it is over.
Really hoping to see something
first
different. That
shot
was a
on me.
good effort. They got onto the site like we saw, but did not go in their favor. And now looking to see what else this squad has to offer. You know, Elk River really struggling to show up on the attacking side, kind of getting shut out here towards the latter half of this one.
Most definitely, but we have seen them come back before, and I believe they are capable of doing it in this game here.
Looking to see what we are going to get out of Elk River. Gotta buy out. Potential last round of their lifespan here in week number 3, Mnvl Valorant. Minnetonka know they are only 1 round away from silencing any look of a comeback, and now seeing that a C hit could be coming. Lots of utility to follow. Bread in trouble. Backside tucked here, but a quick pullback from the attackers. Trying to pull a rotate, but gonna be heard. Berserk sees it coming, and now they're stuck. Can they get past Berserk? They go for the cross. Berserk holding it. Nikki shuts them down. What a big shot to find there.
Yeah, most definitely. As soon as Elk River saw that that C push was not going to work, they pulled back, and I love that they did it so quickly.
Gotta be able to pull something out the likes of that. Nikki making it back to a 4-on-4, and now an A hit being the sight set for Elk River as they continue to rush forward and now try to get onto this site. They start to get Killjoy ulted. It's going to be tricky. Cynical in with the showstopper, trying to open things out nicely. No attackers here for the receiving of that rocket, though.
Jake is going to be coming in on a flank,
Ooh.
doing what he does best.
This is looking tough. Jake gonna have to come huge on this flank. Will take out Twizzler. Cynical now. Only Jake remains, and Jake goes down. It's not gonna happen. Bread shuts it right down, and it's a 13-9 victory for Minnetonka JV.
A valiant effort there from Jake, but it was all in vain as Bread just comes in to really close out the game.
What a win indeed coming through. Minnetonka, they make it happen. It got interesting. Elk River started to push forward a couple rounds at the end there, but in the end, does not go their way. What a win for Minnetonka JV.
A win indeed. It was a really great game to watch, really. I had a lot of fun. It was really close, neck and neck towards that second half, but it really looks like Minnetonka pulled it together. I think they did a really good job on the defense of just giving the site, grouping up, and then using the utility that they had left over to retake. And I think Berserk is definitely a really strong player on that team, definitely Jake's true contender.
Yeah. I mean, was rivaling him for the first blood king for sure. You know, we saw Berserk opening up round after round, getting so much control for that Minnetonka squad. And, you know, I think a really well-versed defensive side that we saw, right? They really shut down Elk River's attack, and that's something that we gave them a lot of credit for in the prior weeks being on stream. So definitely got to give kudos to that defense from the side of Minnetonka.
Yeah, Elk River did, like Friendzone was saying earlier, they always put on a great show. They always fight their hardest, do their best, and they're a very competitive team, and it was lovely watching them play again.
Yeah, we want to thank both teams for coming out to the stream, folks. We are going to head to a very short break, try to get an interview lined up for you guys. If we can, we'll be back with good news. If not, you'll hear some bad news. But money is we will get the interview for you guys. So we're going to head to a quick break. We'll be back with the interviewee very soon.
Here at Concordia St. Paul, you will have the opportunity to earn a degree, make lifelong friendships, and play a game you love on an esports scholarship. For more information, visit csp.edu/esports.
He just draws it out a lot more.
Yeah. Rupture Panda throwing that now. Rupture Panda kicking off the
Hodgepodge.
It's Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge
coming in with a
hard.
firebomb. That's gonna do it. Can't allow a freebie like that to close out a game that's been as tight as this one. The shot! Not gonna land it. The rebound denied. Are you serious? Don't tell me it's a third! Take what? What?
Wait, he might.
Wait a second.
Oh my goodness. He has to.
What?
What? From what?
He's running out of mana.
Oh.
But he's still bumping him. Are joined in the interviewee spot by none other than Twizzlers, the fade of that game. How are you doing? And welcome to the interview desk.
Thank you. I'm really nervous. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Hey man, don't be nervous. You guys already took care of the hard part. You won your game today. You guys improved to 2-1, and I thought you guys played a really good map. So nerves, take it easy. You're just having a quick little talk with us, and all should be taken care of in due time.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. We can start things out nice and easy. Friend zone, what question do you have for our interviewee?
Yeah, so I just wanted to open it up by saying Elk River took 2 timeouts during that game, 1 in each half. What was it that you guys discussed during both those timeouts?
Well, during the second one, we forgot that we could time out. So, but we definitely worked on like rotating faster and getting that. It's all on site.
For sure.
Yeah.
You can tell that, you guys are a little bit smoother on the rotating end when it comes down to it. Your guys' defensive half, especially, really looked clean from my point of view. MCAT, any questions that you have?
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering, we've seen Elk River on stream for the past 2 weeks now, plus this one. And they've played on split both times with, a very similar comp to what we saw today. Did you guys take that into account when doing map bans today?
Actually, no, we just really don't like split at all.
Oh, okay.
We were-
That's a solid answer. I agree.
yeah, we were hoping to play on Haven, and that kind of got up the second. So.
Mm.
That is so funny. Well, you guys lucked out today and dodging that split pick for them, but that's awesome that you guys got that banned away, though, being the favorite map choice of your opposition. Let's go back to Friend Zone. Any further questions for Twizzlers?
Yeah, I got one more here for you. So with you guys now being 2-1 on the season, who do you guys think your biggest competition is going into the future of this Mnvl?
Absolutely, the Minnetonka varsity team. They are they're really good, and I'm excited to see if we get to play against them. But I do think we'll have a hard time going against them.
Yeah, man. I mean, Minnetonka varsity Valorant team is the defending state champ for good reason. So you guys are practicing and hopefully playing with, one of the best schools in the state of Minnesota. So you got some good shoes to kind of look up to and play with. So that's always good. MCAT, I'll take it back to you for any final questions.
Yeah, I think my last question for you is just kind of like, how do comms look like for you guys? Like, who's your shot caller? Who do you think's like head honcho of Minnetonka? Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Berserk, absolutely. He has the most experience out of all of us. He's played with the higher ranks. He does all the calling. We sometimes pitch in, based on what we're feeling comfortable with. But absolutely, Berg would be the IGL here.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not a
Berserk.
bad captain to have. Berserk seemed to have you guys under a tight ship and seemed like you guys were working well off of each other. We were crediting your guys' team play, and it doesn't surprise me to see a Minnetonka squad playing well together. You guys killed it. Twizzlers, I want to give you these final moments of shout out time. You can go ahead, shout out your teammates, family, or friends, whoever you would like. This time is yours.
All right, thank you. I want to shout out Fantonics on the varsity team. He's definitely helped me a lot. And
For sure.
the rest of the team, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then just another thanks to all of you guys for having me here and let us play.
Dude, the thanks is to you for coming on to the interview desk. You don't have to thank us. We appreciate it, but we want to be here just as much as you guys want to be here and compete and play. It is always fun. We appreciate you, Twizzlers, stepping onto the interview desk. Wasn't that hard? I hope you're not feeling so nervous, man. Enjoy yourself. Go have a soda. Have a little bit of a relaxing period. Now you guys improved to 2-1. You got to be feeling good. And, I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday.
Feeling great. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Have a good night.
All right.
For sure, guys. That was a lot of fun. 2 Valorant games done. rested in the books. It was a lot of fun as always on the MNVL Wednesday Valorant, but now the sad part of the stream. It is time to say goodbye. Any final words from Friendzone or MCAT? You guys can go ahead and take your turns.
Honestly, I just want to say great job to both games today. Both teams that played during both games did really well. There was not a performance that I felt was anything less than exhilarating to watch.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. MCAT?
Yeah, for sure. These games today just further proved how competitive MNBL is. I'm so excited to be here, so excited to cast another week with you guys, and I can't wait to see you again next week.
Oh, yeah. Lots of fun as always. Folks, my thanks goes to you two interns. You guys killed it today. My thanks goes to all of the viewers in the audience today. Thank you so much for supporting the MNVL broadcast. A big shout out to our collegiate primary sponsor, CSP. I got the sleeve here. It's currently inside out, so I'll quickly pretend like it wasn't like that. Flash the little golden bear upside down. You know it's real. But anyways, folks, that's going to do it for us tonight. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday night. We're going to be back with more MNVL action tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So stay tuned. We'll be back then.